Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Supercars NZ's 2026 Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. Proudly brought to you here live by MATCHFIT Entertainment and sponsored by GAMAFLARE and of course Allports. Like I mentioned, we've got support from a few people like New Zealand Esports and obviously going out as a delayed broadcaster, Sky 83. Welcome Sky 83 viewers, and obviously sponsored by GAMAFLARE. It is round 10. We are at Miami in the US of A for round 10 here. I'm Davo, J-Man always by my side. How are you doing, my friend?
Evening, Davo. Evening, viewers. Welcome to another Tuesday night, as you mentioned. Round 10 Miami. Great to get back amongst a street circuit once again, and this one tonight's going to pose a real challenge to the drivers out there with how much concrete is around, some obviously tricky sections. 5.41 kilometres, 19 turns, going to ask a lot of the drivers, but also going to ask a lot of the rear tyres, I reckon, Davo. You and I talking off camera just recently, just saying how slippery it looks on the painted, we often say safety grass. It looks like an ocean out there.
The blue safety grass, yes. Slippery. It's definitely slippery anywhere off the black stuff there, J-Man. Plenty of concrete here at Miami. Look, first time call here. I think both for both of us, J-Man, here at Miami, and obviously first time call for a supercar series here at Miami as well for the 2026 Supercars Allports V8 series. J-Man, look, we did watch pre-race practice and the usual suspects. We say it all the time, but they are there once again tonight. But I think the concrete canyon here of Miami might just shake things up a little bit, I think, tonight.
I reckon you're right there, Davo, as we do see them cycling up into their first hot laps. I can see Andrew Dutch, a whole lot of magenta going on at the moment, so I'm not sure if we're actually into our lap yet or we're on an out lap. I think just based on
I think we're still out lap, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think we are. So pretty long lap actually here today, as we just see. I'm just sitting there with Michael Gunstone actually coming through. So Dutchy there, 59.05, 59.9.
Yeah, numbers starting to come through there now, ladies and gentlemen. On the totem there, you can see him clearly. Dutch, like J-Man mentioned, Gunstone, De Graaf, and Radford. All putting in their preliminary times, or are we doing one lap dash here? I'm not sure. I should know this stuff, J-Man, but you know me.
No, look, we're into it. We're only approaching the 5-minute mark of 15, and I'm sure it's probably a tyre issue. However, you'd expect them to get more than one out of it. It's quite a long recycle up lap, so we can see those guys going again, the likes of Troy Stone Street on our lap. So is Andrew Dutch. So a little bit of fresh rubber, and I just saw who was that? That was the 916 car, just avoiding one of the Simblacks car there on a lap, and really upset the proceedings. So potentially maybe that car stopped on the race line, which isn't entirely helpful.
Not ideal, but hence I think, look, is this a precursor to what we are going to witness here tonight, J-Man, in round 10 here at Miami? Look, crazy stuff. Look, like I did mention, first time both you and I have called Miami, and obviously the V8s at Miami here. But look, just watching pre-race, man, what a tricky track. That last sector is tight, bro.
Yes, it is. Yep.
So nice, sort of reasonably flowy first sector, and then out onto the back section of the circuit, which is very, very fast. G'day Dion de Graaf, just flashing the headlights there. G'day mate, we can see you there, brother. But look, you get down towards the back end of the lap here, and it tightens right up. Like I think I said, I thought Adelaide was tight. Just watching the boys running around there in a Porsche Cup car, but man, this is next level. Definitely tightens up, and I just watched that at the end of the lap one, and probably throughout the heat race here, 15-minute heat race to kick things off as usual here tonight for the Supercars NZ Summer Series, J-Man. And look, these guys do not get a chance to settle down. They've just got to get on it and get on it hard, don't they? And, you know, like every lap counts in a 15-minute heat race.
Yeah.
Who you got eyes on there, brother? You sound, you're focused there. I can hear it in your voice.
And pretty focused, actually. Just watching some numbers there. Obviously, Rayhan to the top now with that 59.0. Dutch, I think, was actually in the pits. Darren Lobb, I did see Lobby going out for another outlap. So he's just sneaking up on it.
Oh,
so
yeah. He's looking for a bit of clean track, I think. Actually, a little bit of clear track there for Lobb.
Yep.
He did just sort of step aside there and just trying to cycle those tyres back to where he wants them. But, yeah, tricky stuff. Plenty of concrete. A lot of cars, J-Man, as well.
Yeah, there is a lot of cars.
So, in a very short window of qualifying here, 15 minutes, yeah, pretty hard to find. A little bit of clear track, you know, just to get things done and get that banker in, if not a quick lap.
Yeah, so looking for Russell Pepperell here to try and bring something in. He's currently about 28th, I think, at the moment. So just about to start a lap. Saw the cycle up process was okay. Sorry, no, he actually just finished a lap. That's how slow that back sector is. It almost makes you wonder if they're just cycling the tyre up. It's all second gear there through what is effectively turn 13 through to turn 16. Super tricky piece of the racetrack.
Yeah, very slow, J-Man.
Unlike turns 9, 10 down to 11 is super fast.
Yeah, super fast there. Just such a quick series of corners there, J-Man. It's almost, because it's flat out, it's almost like a straightaway, but it's not. But yeah, 3 corners tied in together there. I don't even think the track map is working here. Let's just get it up there. Yeah, nah, it's not working. Anyway, but yes, very tricky stuff. Pepperell, J-Man, like you mentioned, back out on track. Snuck that TTR Chevy up into 4th position.
Yep.
We've seen him coming on over the last few weeks. Lobb, as always, sitting in 3rd in that trademark high performance media. Grey Mustang. Dutchy, provisionally 2nd on the ladder there. Ryan.
Yeah.
Top of the
Daryl
list.
Callahan on a lap 2 at the moment as well. So he's personal best sector 1, sector 2. So where is Daryl? He's currently sitting 18th. So looking for improvement there is Daryl in the 606 car as he makes his way up towards the finish line. What does that do for Daryl? Okay, no change there. 2:01.8. So he's actually a 10th away from his personal best there. So 59.0 leading the way at the moment. And look at the margin. 59.0.051 for Rayhan. and a 59.052 for Andrew Dutch. Do you think this one's going to be a close one, Davo?
Just maybe. Maybe. Damn. Hey? Does not get any closer than that. Equal times there. J-Man and Rayon out on track. Still, and oh, you can see him pushing there. We just actually had cameras on him there. Really pushing hard, trying to extract those last, well, I'd normally say tenths, but I think it's hundredths of a second. He'd be happy to get there. To just pip Dutch there, but Brown showing in first position as we speak. And again, just watching Lob there. Coming out of the right-hander, so sideways. So these guys are not mucking around. Track position will be critical here. So hence the work these boys are putting in qualifying. J-Man.
Yep.
Quick shout out to RACECRAFTS boys RACECRAFTS boys actually as well. Weekly sponsor this week on board once again with the Supercars NZ guys. Regular contributor to the community. So nice work from the boys there. Weekly sponsor, RACECRAFTS. Bradbury not happy with his result. Just throws it out into the safety grass. Heath Mann trying to get a tidy lap in, but you can clearly see damage on the front right of that car. So even in qualifying, these guys struggling to come to grips with the track. Noah Kitcher, J-Man, has featured a lot of airtime over the last couple of weeks in the TKR. Camaro there, J-Man, looking, that car is a fantastic looking car. Looking stellar in 16th position. Tough field here.
Yeah. Time is running out too, Davo. Only... what have we
minute
got?
and a half, less than a minute and a half.
Yeah, and it left in it. We've still got guys out there at the moment. Just looking at Heath Mann, good in sector 2 in the 85 car. He'll be looking for improvement there. Oh, he's actually practiced pit entry there, and that in its own right is quite tricky by the look of things tonight. Obviously, Davo, you mentioned first time broadcasting here at Miami for us, and potentially, I'm not sure, but look, I don't see this one up a lot. So hopefully the boys got plenty of practice on those pit entries. They're going to make their way through there as Davo gets his regulatory notification of where he should be on a Tuesday night.
That's it.
No.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. That's just a reminder to everybody. It's usually Archie, my pet parrot, reminding me where I should be. But here we are, J-Man, time winding down, 20 odd seconds left in qualifying. Only a handful of cars still out on track. Stone Street, Gunstone, Phil Antoon still out on. Michael Jones just packing that thing up. Kitcher, we were just talking about in the TKR car, and that is a wrap. J-Man. There you go. So awesome work from the boys. Quick shout out, obviously, to the channel, Sky 83, channel 83 on Sky, Face TV. Thank you, all the viewers tuning in on a Saturday. I think it is J-Man. Not working. Thank you, GAMAFLARE, for supporting the series as always, as is Allports, as is RACECRAFTS as well this week, J-Man. We will get back to, let's just get a little bit of qualifying data there. Just quickly, top 10 drivers there with Antoon in that top 10, J-Man. So nice work from Antoon, who is about 5 weeks old in iRacing terms. So good effort from Antoon to get that car in the top 10 after only 5 weeks, or 3 or 4 weeks that he's been racing here. So awesome stuff. Pedaling one of the MatchFit GAMAFLARE cars, J-Man. We are about to go green here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, a couple of gaps in the grid too, viewers. I think we do have car 240 and potentially car 420. Pit lane starts for those two boys. There was a qualifying infringement for those two drivers, and I do believe we do have one car that does have a carryover penalty from last week and must serve a drive-through. In this one, no mandatory pit stop in the sprint race. So this one is all out, and then obviously we do go for reverse 15 in the feature race for race 2, which will be around the 28 minutes. So good luck to these drivers out there. Buckle up, viewers. Enjoy this one. It is going to be a spectacle, and it will be interesting to see how many straight panels are left at the end of this one.
Who wants to put money on it? Ladies and gentlemen, round 10 here, Supercars NZ at Miami. And we have got a green, good, clean jump from the boy, the Pawnee. And Pepperell immediately putting pressure on Dutchy there. J-Man actually caused him a little bit of, just found himself a little bit vulnerable to Lob, and Lob immediately passed. Quick decisions there. I think Mackenzie also passed Jones in the background as well. So a little bit of movement and shaking. Guys, good, good clean start though, J-Man.
Oh, not for Antoon. He went a long way back. He went all the way back down to P17, so just did not walk that Chevy Camaro off the line as well as he would have liked. And look, probably still putting a lot of this down to experience, and maybe wanted to stay out of trouble at the start of this one. However, it is Rayhan over Andrew Dutch at the start. Dutch is going with him. We saw how close the margin was. We saw these guys last week just absolutely trading.
Oh, look, and watch this, man. Like, look at this lot. That top 5, the talent in this top 5 here is immense. Lap 1 here. Round 10, Miami in the 2026 Supercars NZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series. So they duck through that awfully twisty little back section of the track here. Look how thin this track is. It is so narrow. Get all the way back down. Actually, even a little bit further back, Greenhall, and then there's a bit of a gap. Oh, it's from Bradbury back to Sadgrove. So big gap. Yeah. Oh, who's that around? It's the Graph. So the Graph. Not ideal for De Graaf there. Entangled up.
No, big move coming down the inside. Who is that? It's one of the Misfits car. That will be the 51 of Roger Forbett. And I think that was down the inside of Phil Carpenter.
Whew. Plenty going on. Elbows are out. And there is not a lot of elbow room here, Jamie. These guys are working for their positions. It's, I mean, just the focus required to muscle one of these cars around by just alone on this track is next level. But then you just throw in 28 other drivers into the mix, and it is on.
Yeah, it is. So that is car 97 and 20 certainly got the attention of the stewards. So that is Noah Kitcher and Dion De Graaf.
Yeah, it was Kitcher, I think, just got onto the back quarter of De Graaf there. Unfortunately, out of the front of Carpenter's car there. That's Callahan, is it? Past it? No, it's Radford that just snuck past.
Yep.
So nice pass from Radford. It's done cleanly.
Oh, they get an awkward bounce through there. What is, I think it's turn 14-15 as they make the curb there, and then they get a moment to take a breath as they come down the big back straight between 16 and 17.
Not much, is it?
Yeah, it's just enough time just to pluck some gears and have a think about things before the big break application down here at 17, and then to get the car gripped up again out of 17, 18, 19 and come back across the finish line. It's like a tightrope walk with adhesion not being the best at that point. By the time they actually do get through 19, they're into it.
So, Lob, upper position from the start, getting a quick jump on, I think it was Pepperell actually putting pressure on Dutchy there in that first corner. Really caught him a little bit out of sorts. Allowed Lob pass. So, Lob up a position. Pepperell down a position. 3 positions up for Jones and 5 for 4. Radford up 6, J-Man.
Yeah, he's on the move. Dylan Radford's had a particularly good run, and he is right on the back of Forbit at the moment. And Forbit himself, obviously, those two working together, moving through the pack, and in a great position at the moment. Obviously, we do mention reverse top 15, so it's not all disaster if you don't make it. Look at the run here.
Oh, yeah, it's
Dylan
on.
Radford.
Oh, caught on the outside there. Really did squeeze Forbit up there a little bit, J-Man. Awkward change of direction for Forbit, so still very vulnerable here.
Oh, a little bit sideways there. He's just trying to squeeze the power on there.
Just trying to get that car back online too, J-Man, after that little force. Ooh, Radford looking slippy as they push hard out onto this back straight.
And watching brief is Phil Carpenter and Daryl Callaghan, obviously in the back of shot there as well. So
Bradbury and Smith just changing positions too. I think there. Oh, Bradbury might have had a little bit of a off-track excursion. It looks like Dion de Graaf too. We might just pick up on this. Dion de Graaf with an off-track excursion as well.
Yeah, the radio just lit up, so I don't think that was all on his own.
Oh, it was definitely all on his own, as we just pick up on the replay there. Car not looking good. So big lock up there. But changes the position. Changes the position. It's all going on. All the way through the field. Is that Carwood in the pits, J-Man?
Okay. I'll take your word on it.
So, top of the pack, just a little bit of a gap between the cars. Still very much a tight race on a track like this. Rian with a little bit of a gap on the boys behind him. Dutchy, Lob and Pepperell in the Trans-Tasman Racing Chevy. J-Man navigating their way through that awkward series of corners there. Spectacular stuff. Gunston next. Chevy in the background there in 4th position. 5th position, should I say.
Antoon gets the attentions of the stewards, and he's got to drive through now.
That might have gone back to even lap 1 stuff there, J-Man, possibly, potentially. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, look at the interim. Rehan doing the business out here. 1:59.090, his personal best lap. Just came through with a 2:04, so he's lapping very consistent, as is Andrew Dutch. He was on a similar number there, but the gap is 1.6 seconds, first to second. See Lobby back there, 2.2, 3.4 seconds from the leaders, Pepperell, but you can see the tight margins there. Lobby is only 3/4 of a second away from Dutchy. So that is not done, and we are effectively past the halfway mark in this race already. Lap 5 of what will be a 15-minute timed race. No compulsory pit stop. So if you do see your favourite driver go through the pit lane, I suspect something untoward has happened.
True that.
Phil Carpenter still hounding away on Roger Forbett there, but Dylan Radford now up 8 spots. So he dispatched Roger Forbett in that process since I last looked at them, Davo, and he is on the mission there. The 916 car, the Chevy, is definitely moving forward. 8 positions up in this field. Fantastic result so far.
Yeah, now Forbett, actually, just looking in the back shot there, Forbett definitely under pressure from Carpenter as well. So, Forbett not as hooked up as we normally expect to see from him in one of the Misfits racing cars there. And he's got Carpenter right behind him, but that's Callahan in Stone Street. The next 2 cars as well, so he's got plenty to think about. Will not want to make any mistakes. Needs to stay focused.
Oh, Russell Pepperell now really starting to hound the back.
Look at Lob on. What's going on there? Lob's
Yeah.
right on the back, and there's a touch.
Braking zone. Both of them fully maxed out under brakes there.
Okay, so what happened here? We missed this. This is Pepperell taking Lob. Okay, so both of them went deep. Dutch and Lob went deep there at the back of the circuit, or was that? Yes, that was second to last corner there. That allowed Pepperell to sneak past Lob. Dutch kept his position here, and there you go. They're still on that replay there. You can see that little rub from Lob there. Just that is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Someone going there. It might have been Stone Street. Callahan maybe just losing a position or 2. Oh, look. Carpenter and Forbett here. Carpenter's got his measure on the inside.
Yeah.
Can he stop this thing?
Forbett looking for the switch back there, but the problem is
there's no room, is there? It's just nothing there. It's such a twisty bit of track, because if you get offline here, J-Man, through this little section here, it's so difficult to get the car back in the groove and back online. And you can see that, just even that little bit of pressure that he applied there, Forbett on Carpenter, really did cause him, I mean, look, 3 car lengths at least.
Oh,
Carpenter
here we
gets
go.
away. What's that?
Sorry.
Dutch and Lob.
Pepperell through on Dutch.
So that's Pepperell making a mistake by the looks of it. Yeah, Pepperell up against the wall and all sorts of sideways, wheel spinning, trying to get that power. And Pepperell through. So,
Dutchy was the one making the mistakes.
Oh, yeah, Dutchy in the wall there.
Yep. And he's not going to get any easier because now he's got Darren Lobb on the inside. I just think that maybe Dutchy's just run into a couple of tyre issues there, maybe incorrect pressures or something not right there, because he was very, very fast at the start of this one, but very quickly at 12 3/4 minutes is just starting to not go his way.
So just a quick recap on that little replay there. Interesting little exchange from the boys. This is second, third, and fourth. These guys very much chasing the podium spots here, J-Man. And yeah, just a few little mistakes creeping in to the game here.
Dutchy just tagging the wall down there as well on the way through what would have been turn 9 before he got to 10. Just let it run out a little bit too wide. So,
a little bit of deep breaths. Lob, Darren, come on. Deep breaths, Darren. Dutch, should I say. All of them, actually. They're just going to chill out, bring this thing home. Time is winding down, J-Man. Only a little over a minute to run here in this race. And as we suspect, plenty of action, my friend.
Yeah, once again, the 79 car, the MATCHFIT Entertainment GAMAFLARE car is off on its way, I think, to another comfortable one here. 5.8 seconds, the margin now. After the Pepperell lob exchange there, he has just really done nothing wrong. Last lap round, 2:03. So if he's not in the 59s, he's in the very low 2-minute bracket. Looks super comfy, does Rehan. And then solid result for Russell Pepperell as well. You talked about him, dropped down a couple of spots at the start of that one. He's back up again. And then the outright great performance in this one would still go to Dylan Radford, up 8 spots, and also Blake Greenall up 8 spots as well. So some big movers out there tonight, Davo.
Look, totally. 8 spots. Radford, like you said, and Greenhall. So,
Scotty McKenzie going to work on Michael Gunstone in the closing phase of this race, but this will be the final lap. Just look for the 79 car. Coming through that really, really tricky 13 all the way to 16. Gets to take a breath now as he comes out of 16, run it down this, like you mentioned, Davo, it's not completely straight, but straight enough for these guys.
It's sort of kind of straight. There's a few little kinky bits in.
Yep.
There's a few walls poking out of it. You don't want to be looking down at your data too much.
No.
But yeah, healthy little back straight there. Rian getting it through that sector.
Yeah, comes through 18, now 19 to take the checkers. Well done. Comes through with a 2:01.0 on the final lap. And then next cab off the rank is Russell Pepperell. The great performance over Darren Lobb, holds off Andrew Dutch after that pass, and then Michael Gunstone, Davo, in through for 5th, so that's another great performance. Michael Jones, you're pretty happy with that, up 5 spots.
Yeah.
Followed by Scotty McKenzie.
Look at that little melee going on behind there.
Oh, yeah. It's massive. So that Radford Stone Street Carpenter 4-bit, Callaghan, that was a great battle there. So interestingly enough, Dion de Graaf will get to overcome a little bit of turmoil on that one there. Obviously had a pretty rough time at the start of that one, but we'll get the luxury of starting from P1 and the feature race. Now, this has happened before. I feel like this happened last week, and he really capitalised on it. So
He did.
a bit of a strategy going on here from Dion.
You think there might be?
I hope we do get to talk to him. I've got to talk to him about the swear jar, so he owes us.
He does, J-Man. Let's have a quick sticky beak at the points, J-Man, while we have a very brief little break here in between races. The points there, Darren Lobb leading.
You do that, back in a minute.
Leading the series on 1,325 points and got a fairly healthy grip on it over Dion de Graaf there at 11.28. Roger Corbett and Andrew Dutch, however, also Andrew Dutch and probably Michael Gunston also in there, all vying for that 3rd position. Pete Vandenberg in 6th. Michael Jones in 7th. Stone Street in 8th. Rian, Scott McKenzie rounding out the top 10. You can see the rest of them there, ladies and gentlemen. We are just going to quickly mention the Quizzies with Flair giveaway. We have been talking about this throughout the series, and tonight, finally, we have a QR code for you guys to scan. So whip your phones out quickly, ladies and gentlemen. We will flash this up on the screen later as we shut down at the back end of the broadcast, but get the phones out, scan that, and just fill in the entry form to go in the draw for one of these three prizes here. Quizzies with Flair supporting everything Supercars NZ. So definitely get behind those guys and get amongst it. Get your phones out, scan that code there. We will flash that up at the end of the stream as well. So good on them. Who else are we going to thank? Oh, just all the regular players. Obviously GAMAFLARE, Supercars NZ, Allports, New Zealand Esports. Thanks RACECRAFTS. Thanks MATCHFIT Entertainment as well. And obviously RACECRAFTS being the weekly sponsor here tonight in round 10 for the 2026 Supercars NZ Allports B8 Supercar Summer Series, ladies and gentlemen, which will have a delayed broadcast to Channel 83, Sky 83, Face TV, sometime over the weekend for all you New Zealanders, you lucky bastards. Okay. I don't think that was a swear word. Was that a swear word? I don't know. Oh, I owe the jar now. Okay, we are gonna get back to the action now, ladies and gentlemen. It is, like I mentioned, round 10, couple of rounds to go before the final round. Let us get you some vision, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, I've got to click some buttons here. Oh, hang on. See that? That was me. Selfie in the bar there, just quickly. Oh, that might have been J-Man. Security camera footage. J-Man at the bar. But the boys are starting to form up on the grid as we speak.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. You know, the cameras, the paps are everywhere, J-Man. They know you. You're famous. Come on. You know this stuff. Just gotta...
All right, grid is formed. Getting ready to go again. And like I mentioned, De Graaf with the opportune spot here.
Yes.
And Heath Mann also, Blake Greenhall, Daryl Cullen. Now, Blake made up some good positions in that one. Lights are up.
Lights are up, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Feature race, round 10 here at Miami for the Supercars NZ Allport Summer Series. Look at that. Look at Callahan go, J-Man.
Yeah, no Dion De Graaf didn't make the grid, so that left an empty spot. We got a rotation. Look
on their back. That was Radford, I think it was, going round, and I think that might have been one of the Chevys. It might have been the Canterbury Removals car actually getting tangled up in that as well. J-Man, and it's not phased the boys at the front here as Forbett trying to sneak past Callahan at the top here. We will get back to what was going on in the background. Dion De Graaf did make the grid, J-Man, because he's showing on my data as maybe having a little bit of an incident. We will get back to that, but look at the battle that's going on here. Lap 1 in the feature. It is on. Look at these two go. Look at, oh, Mann and Forbett. And who's on the outside?
Ahan going to the outside.
That's Greenhall. Greenhall, can he stop it? No. So Forbett just holding his ground, getting pressure from Mann and Greenhall there. And gets the car back out in like you said, Riyadh. Oh, we got Callahan. Callahan with a tag on the wall there, Jamie. Put him well back.
And I think it was Scotty McKenzie in there as well. Misfits cars as well, gone around. And those guys literally just had to wait for the whole field to go through. And it just gets worse there for Scotty McKenzie as he tags the wall and just punches the front bar in a little bit on the arm coat. So
no. It is continuing on as the boys try and get their heads around it all. That is Heath Marn and Greenhall there. Just Greenhall cannot get that car hooked up now. Struggling there. Wow, J-Man.
Dutch off as well as we see the Property Edge car, the Blake Greenhall car there, just stuck on corner entry there. And I believe that was down turn 17, so gives it a flick spin, tries to get the thing going.
So that was Dutch trying to stop that car, actually, which inevitably put, I think that was Marn and Greenall off as well. So unfortunate situation there. Guys try and just iron out the bugs here. They've got a lot of racing to do, J-Man. Another 25 minutes in this race. They don't want to beat these things up too hard, not just going back again to grab. Picking back up through the field with a, looks like a damaged car.
Yeah, look, even Michael Jones got some damage on the front left of his Mustang as well. Got Heath Marn tucked in behind. But ominous signs here as Troy Stone Street tries to break away. He's got Roger Forbett in tow. But look at the back of shop there. That is Rehan Leonarge. And already up to, from what would have been the back end of 15, already up to P3 and putting some pressure on the back of Roger Forbett right now. And we are only lap 2 of 28.
Yes.
Well, 4 minutes of 28 minutes, so to speak.
Yes, so just, I don't know whether the viewers probably noticed it, J-Man, you might not have spotted that in the background there, but just a bit of a replay of Dion de Graaf's lap 1 incident. Yes, he did start from the pit lane, came out of the pit lane, found the Canterbury's removal car and the TKR car around at the pit exit and just got tangled up with a couple of stranded cars there. So not a good way to start your feature race, J-Man, starting from the pit lane and then getting tangled up immediately as we just hold the cameras here on Forbett trying to fend off Rayan in the GAMAFLARE MATCHFIT car there, J-Man. The Mustang looking ominous as ever, and only 3 laps in, like you mentioned, and Rian already in 3rd position.
Oh yeah, and Andrew Dutch copying a penalty for that incident down at turn 17 a little earlier.
Oh
as
yes,
well.
we did pick that up, yes. Forbett stepping aside. Knows he has nothing for Rian. So crazy race. Crazy race, J-Man. Rian up 13 positions. Edgar up 11, mind you. Russell Pepperell in the Trans-Tasman Racing Chevy there. Up 8 positions, tucked in behind Edgar there, actually, just starting to put a bit of pressure on him, actually. He's up and Toon's actually up a healthy amount with 9 position gain.
And having a big look down the inside of Heath Marn as we speak. Can he pull it up on the brakes? He's big on the brakes down there. Slides across the front.
That is Andrew Dutch, actually just tucked in behind that group of cars as well. So he'd want to just...
Comes into pit lane for that.
So Dutchy into the pit lane for that, what was it, Jamie? That drive-through? Yep. So Adaman's car chasing down the MATCHFIT Camaro. Pedalled by Phil Antoon. Sadgrove, change the position between Callahan and Sadgrove as well. A lot going on, very busy race. We are not even 5 laps in, J-Man. Radford over Vandenberg as well, showing up on the data. In the Bradley might be actually just sneaking into the pits, I think. plenty going.
Russell Pepperell, Jane Edgar battle's really heating up too, Davo. That is
Yes.
on.
Look at this stop. Look at this stop. Can he get a stop?
Oh, a little bit of overlap still, and they've made contact. Still not done here.
I mean, I'm sure they've been read the riot act, J-Man, about not giving enough space to on some of these corners. So there you go. Gets it sorted. And out on the back straight. They go.
Rayhan right on the bumper now of Troy Stone Street, Davo. Shows the nose under brakes.
Yeah,
but,
from way back, and just enough to put Troy off.
Oh, a little bit of contact on exit.
So both of them struggling to get the speed back into those cars there, and out of the final corner and across the start-finish line. Lap 5, ladies and gentlemen. Rian, 14 positions in 5 laps. There you go.
Yeah, great stuff.
Amazing talent there from Rian, as we have come to expect. Who else? Talent. Talk about talent. Shane Edgar up 10 positions, J-Man.
Yeah.
With Phil Antoon with a bit of a gap, but back to Phil Antoon, up 11 as well. He got muscled hard in the heat race, and good to see him in the top 10, J-Man.
Yeah, he's starting to look a little more comfortable week by week. So, obviously, part of the GAMAFLARE MATCHFIT stable. He's obviously aligned with Rayhan as well. So, good team to be in for somebody who's just trying to come to terms with these supercars as well. So, lots of tuition and lots of support there for Phil Antoon, and he's starting to figure it all out by the look of it.
Yep. So, nice work. Cream starting to rise to the top, J-Man. Forbett currently running in third, but with Lobb and Pepperell on their way. And plenty of time to go. What do we got? 18 minutes to go there. What do you got your eyes on there, brother?
Rob Carwood, Pete Vanderberg, Blake Greenhall as well. So it's a battle that's just transpiring at the moment. Some passing happening down there.
Over the rear wing of Carwood, J-Man. Pete, probably not as far up the grid as we're normally used to seeing him, though, J-Man. And a bit of a ding-dong, obviously, there with Greenhall after an earlier incident with the TKR car, lap 1.
Yeah, so, look.
Both those cars actually look damaged, to be honest.
They do. So Rob Carwood, by my calculations, I think first of the... No, that's a lap 1 stop, so I'm not sure what that would look like. Maybe, I'm going to say maybe Michael Gunstone might be the first of the official stoppers.
Yep,
yeah.
Okay, so we got Jones and Noah Kitcher in the TK car in the pits at the moment. I think Oscar Smith's just sneaking in there as well. We can bring up, let's just bring up the pit stops graphics. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Mackenzie's been in, Nothrift's been in, Gunston, and you can see that list quickly changing in front of your eyes as the boys start getting themselves sorted out here. We are not quite halfway. Some of these guys just maybe trying to get out of the battle, aren't they, J-Man? We see this quite often, particularly on a tighter circuit like this, where the boys just do not want to be in a fight. They might be getting slowed down and not being able to pass, so they'll get into the pits and just get that little bit of clean air. Carwood. Oh, Carwood. With a tag on Sandgrove there.
Yeah, I see that.
So tricky little...
Oh, that's a busy little pack there.
There's a lot going on there, isn't there? freshly out of the pits, J-Man. Get over the rear wing of that. And these boys behind him, though, have been going at it for a few laps.
Yeah, well in their rhythm at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Just looking at Michael Gunston just on the back of that pack as well. So got to be picture or razor sharp through this part of the racetrack as we just see Gunston have a big look down the inside of Rob Garwood there.
Now, we're just remembering Gunston also carrying a from a lap 1 incident. So quite a few of these cars, as we sort of alluded to at the top of the broadcast, were, well, they were going to get beat up, pretty much. De Graaf on Sadgrove. That's not Sad, not De Graaf, actually. Sorry, my. That is Carwood. Got the cars mixed up. Carwood just found himself a little bit deep in the braking area. There's on in front here, actually, between Kitcher and Carpenter as well. Kitcher, sort of sideways there, trying to deal with that. See if we can pick that up on the replay. Let's just get a load of Kitcher trying to wrestle the power back down on this Chevy here. Out of the right-hander. Oh, sideways. Sneaking on past.
Yeah. Now, Antoon's made good inroads to Shane Edgar there. We talked about Edgar's performance, moving forward. Well, he's up 10. Antoon's up 11 spots. So, good start to this feature race here for both those drivers. Moving forward, obviously Rayhan making those 14 spots is truly impressive. Jerry Stone Street still holding down second spot. He did get a good run of it at the start, and he's still lapping very, very consistently. 201.8 last lap round. Antoon 201.2 with a 202.3 for Edgar. So those guys all look towards the pit lane now, see if they can shake this out in the pit lane. We see the TDR car, the Guns Up Racing car and the MatchFit GAMAFLARE car all in line in the pits as Heath Marn comes in, as well as one of
Dion de Graaf.
Dion de Graaf.
Dion de Graaf in, J-Man, Edgar
and
Antoon
in the pit
as well.
lane for a long, long time.
Okay, we'll just see how that shakes out. Big.
Yeah, even Marn's going to get him here, so he loses a lot, does Philly and Toon in that pit stop.
As they sneak their way out of this. Look, tricky exit, J-Man here.
Really?
They come out at a really awkward part of the circuit there. And right in the thick of it, so Antoon just sneaks out in front of Dion. And Dion will be hungry for that position, J-Man, because that is 11th, and that's one more step up the rung towards 10th position. Look, Dion, seriously, having a tough night, though, isn't he, tonight? Getting tangled up in a little bit of unforeseen dramas, and it looked like he might have had even a connection issue there at the start of the feature race there, relegating him back to the pits. And having to start from the pit lane. So, what's going on? Radford chasing down Jones, but Marn is on his way. He will not want to make a slip up here. Marn will be all over it.
Dion de Graaf all over the back of Antoon here. I feel like this is a matter of time.
Yeah, look, and Dion.
There he goes, straight to the inside, and tags him. Look, Dion came off of that worse, but...
Tricky stuff.
And the radio lights up straight away, and it didn't come from the driver expected.
So we'll just see if we can pick up on the replay here. Oh, okay, a little awkward moment there from between the boys, just exchanging pleasantries like J-Man mentioned. over the.
Still plenty of feeling out there as Russell Pepperell now starts to make good inroads on the TDR car onto Troy Stage. You just see me just dodge that and just got out of the politics and just jumped straight back in to the action.
Okay, let's go to Pepperell.
We're Pepperell at the moment. You know, this is all civilised at the moment. So as he starts to close down in on Troy Stone Street's car.
I'll pass Forbert. Or is he? Oh, yes, he is. Let's get a replay on that. Oh, Forbert runs wide. Unforced error there. Lob there to take advantage of it. Gets it done. Nice and neat.
Yeah, so Lob doing a good job here. That was Lobby was one of the guys that I see had to go through for a. Hang on a sec. Oh, so car 22, Phil Antoon, deemed to be not leaving enough racing room, cops himself a drive-through. You'll be displeased about that decision. However, race control do a beautiful job.
Yeah, week in, week out, J-Man, these guys, very professional. A little bit of an awkward moment there. We looked, the viewers saw it on the replay there. Could have gone either way. But Stewart's ruling, J-Man, insufficient space, racing room. Back to this Phil Carpenter, Dion de Graaf, just ducking and weaving in behind Carpenter there. Like, even with de Graaf, even when he's 4 car lengths back, he's dodging and weaving, just making some noise in the rearview mirror for Carpenter, trying to distract him.
See Antoon peel off for that drive-through.
And de Graaf turns Carpenter.
Oh, so
It's actually let Kitcher past as well. Wow.
Wait for the radio chat.
Okay, you update us with that one. Look at this little melee going on here. Kitcher goes, thanks for coming, guys. Just nicks the front guard of de Graaf's car on the way past and says, thank you very much. I'll take that. Wow. Man, these guys play for keeps, J-Man, all the way through the field. This is the mid-pack. Anybody you think they were racing for the bloody top spot, mate?
Yeah, so speaking of the top spot, Rayhan now they have to work his way through a little bit of lap traffic.
Dion going. He wants Kitcher's spot back, J-Man. Makes it live on the outside. Gives him the rights to the next one. Very tidy exchange from these two boys. I don't think Kitcher was too happy. Got a little bit hung out to drive there. Just going to take a breath. Get back on it. De Graaf. Aggressive. Assertive. Making it happen. Now Carpenter. He wants a crack at Kitcher. Can he get it done? Oh, it's so hard to stop the cars down there on the inside. Very tricky stuff. Nice work from the boys. Oh, as we just pick up the category removals car, getting into the side of Carpenter.
Amongst it, Michael Gunstone.
Oh, dearie me. So Gunston just could not stop that thing. Just puts it into the side of the Mustang. The Chevy just would just protest, and his kitchen just goes, thank you for coming. We'll just keep moving forward. Kitcher up 6 positions.
Yeah, look, 6 minutes to run in this one, and Russell Pepperell's really starting to apply the pressure now at the back of Troy. Stone Street is one of the back markers, just jumps out the way for those two there. And Darren Lobb in a little bit of an air gap at the moment. He can see those boys up the road and Roger Forbett in tow.
So Pepperell chasing Stone Street. He still won't want to make a mistake, J-Man, as he just peels out of the final corner there, because that is Darren Lobb in the background there. Forbett not too far behind either. Solid night for Forbett. I can't believe in all of that mayhem, Forbett has just stayed out of trouble. Car looks tidy.
Does.
Edgar, another that stayed out of trouble, hence the 10 positions up from his starting two in the feature race here. Dutchy up 5, but look, it has been in the wars. He's own fair share of muscling throughout the night, but still a good effort coming in 7th at the moment. Jonesy, Michael Jones in 8th, Steve Barn in, Heath Barn should I say, in 9th, and Dion de Graaf, who has literally muscled his way into 10th position. Nice work. I think the last time I looked at him, he was in 12th, and now they're in 10th. So awesome stuff as he struggles to just stop that Simblacks car and get it turned in for that little awkward little left-hand braking area there. So nice work from the boys. Time is winding down, J-Man.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely 4 minutes to run in this one, and we can see that Rayhan's still got that great lead out there at the moment. Got around about 9 odd seconds over Troy Stone Street, but Russell Pepperell's still trying to see what that looks like as far as the order, but Troy is doing a beautiful job here. Those guys are trading lap times at the moment, and that is potentially the podium. We do have Darren Lobb just sitting in the back of shot there. He's not that far off this battle. However, with only 3.5 minutes left to go, it's now or never. You mentioned Roger Forbett. His car looks super tight. He kept himself out of trouble here.
In clean air too at the moment, J-Man. So look, again, I think ideally he would just want to stay focused and does not really have any challenge for anybody in front of him, and doesn't have a challenge from behind. So it's just
no.
You hit your marks, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, 100%. So minimum of 2 tyres required in the pit stop, Stavo. No doubt they would have all be reaching for rears, I would have thought, rather than...
You think so?
yeah, maybe than one side or the fronts. I'm not sure how it all works out there. But yeah, the rear's getting a really hard time here, especially out of this slow exit corners, the ones through specifically 13, 14, 15 and 16. Really tough on the tyre here, but the guys have done a fantastic job. A lot of feeling in race 2, so obviously the boys pressing on, but look, race control hasn't nearly been as busy as what I thought they might on what is a tough street circuit here tonight at Miami Circuit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think sometimes they get, like easy nights, and sometimes they don't. Tonight wasn't one of them. The boys are actually had to work for their money tonight. You hear me up there, guys? You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, they know who you're talking about. Yeah, just looking at that. 58 for the best lap there for Rehan of his race last lap round with the 9.9. So he is still pressing on. Still got a ton of pace with only, a minute, just over a minute left to run in this one, Davo. So there's Yeah, pretty much done up the top, excuse me, the top end of town.
Yeah, as we just look over the rear wing of Stone Street's car, and you can see Pepperell you can see he's close enough to actually see him soaring
Yes.
at the wheel with opposite lock, trying to get that.
He's
with
he's definitely there.
with his white gloves on there, and you can just see the wheel work through the windscreen at Pepperell, attacking right to the end. J-Man, these guys do not give up. So Stone Street, literally less than a couple of kilometres to go here, I would suspect. To wrap this up, is he going to get across the line for another one? Ooh. Oh, clearly the two closest cars on track at the moment. Yeah. Stone Street and Pepperell. Looks like Stone Street, he's just got the measure. Might have seen a little slight tag on the wall there from Pepperell in the background there, which probably slowed his progress there. Who is that that's flashing up on my data? Is that Dion de Graaf? With maybe a little bit of a crash there as we see a run across the line. Stone Street in second, Pepperell third, Darren Lobb fourth, Forbett with a super clean race in fifth position, Edgar in sixth, Andrew Dutch, Michael Jones rounding the final corner for eighth position, Heath Marn in ninth. And Dion de Graaf bringing it home in 10th position there, Jay. And I might have a technical issue there. Let us poke something else up on the screen for the moment there. And let that just try and reset itself. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Rion, Stone Street, Pepperell, Lobb, Forbett, Edgar, Dutch, Jones, Marn, de Graaf. Awesome finish to the race, J-Man. J-Man. Have we got J-Man? Have we lost J-Man? We might have lost J-Man. What's going on there? Hang on. What is going on here? Anyway, so excellent finish from the boys there. And we will... see if we can get some points up here. I think we might have lost my man J-Man there, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately. Which will upset proceedings a little, I think, actually a lot. So, let me just see, sorry. Right, we can get my man down here. We'll get down for a quick chat. Yeah, just quickly. Rion, how you doing, my friend? First position tonight, again, in what was a tough a tough race, or circuit, should I say?
Yeah, good fun circuit, but definitely tricky, especially with all the walls around. And I think close to the end of the lap, there's a very tight chicane as well. A few people got caught out by that, but it's still good fun in the end as well.
Yes, definitely a little bit of a tricky track, without a doubt. But look, you just massive gains there, mate. I haven't got my wingman. J-Man seems to have dropped off the planet on me. So you've just got Davo here doing interviews. So, yeah, slowly worked your way through the field. Obviously, you know, the heat race was a lot easier starting from the pointy end, but with such a narrow track and starting sort of mid-pack there, you seemed to sneak through. It looked like you just sort of missed all the carnage and was able to sneak through there at the beginning of the feature there.
Yeah, it was just about being careful. A bit more careful than last week, which is good. And yeah, just allowed me to get through those little gaps here and there. And I think a few times, you know, a couple of people got taken out, so I just managed to barely stop it in time and sneak around. So it was all just about car positioning and making sure not to rush. Because I knew I had enough pace to get there. It was just about doing it.
Absolutely. Well, good result once again. No surprise. Awesome work. We are, I think, where are we next week? So is that normally, are you a fan of Miami? I'm surely you've driven Miami before.
Not this week was the first time I've hopped on here.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so managed to find really good pace, which I was happy with.
Nice.
And then did like one or two sessions of extra practice on the weekend whenever I had time and found
Yep.
a bit more pace. So was really happy with that. Overall, felt like I was quite strong here.
Yeah, no, did a stellar job as always. And like I said, probably a little bit to be expected, but nice work. Yes, definitely nice work. Is there? I think this is where J-Man would normally say, is there anybody, sponsors and family friends you want to thank for helping you out?
Yep, I'd like to thank GAMAFLARE, MATCHFIT Entertainment, the Broadcasting Lounge, Sky TV Channel 83, and Hybrid Racing Simulations as well. And of course, Dad for being here to help with some spotting and crew chiefing.
Always.
And then, yeah, of course, always.
Always.
And you guys for putting on the show and the drivers for doing some good driving, I guess.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. Appreciate it once again, and good shout outs there again, Rian. Look forward to seeing you out on track again next week. We just looked up there. You can see on the calendar, ladies and gentlemen, Gilles Villeneuve. A fan of the Villeneuve track?
Yeah, I'd say it's also one of my stronger ones in the past couple of years. Some other series, so
Okay.
hopefully we're on for a strong result there as well.
Excellent. Awesome. Okay, Rian, thank you again, and awesome night tonight. Good results, mate, once again. And yeah, we'll see you. No doubt, we'll be talking to you again next week.
Yep. Thank you. I'll catch you next week then.
Okay. Thanks, Rian. Bye for now. Rian, once again, getting the GAMAFLARE / MATCHFIT car on the pointy end of the podium once again. So nice work from him. We do have somebody else sitting in the waiting room that is definitely worth of a chat. Troy Stone Street. Do we have? You got us on comms there, brother?
Yes, I think so. Have I?
Yes, loud and clear, my friend. Loud and clear. Look, I've lost my wingman, J-Man. So we need. I'm trying to fill in the gaps here because he usually does the driver interviews. So, welcome to the comms box. I'm not sure whether we've had you in the comms box before.
Yeah, maybe. Not sure. Maybe a few weeks ago, but
Okay.
anyway, I'm here.
Well, you're here now. You're here now. And
Yeah.
what a crazy night at Miami it has been for round 10. Man, look, the first time for us here at MatchFit calling Miami, obviously, and definitely with the V8 supercars. Man, that is a crazy track, a lot of concrete, and some twisty corners, mate. So good effort to keep that
Yeah.
car in front of some of those fast boys out the back there, chasing you down.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was new track to me. First race I've done there, so it was good good learning curve. But I got lucky at the start. A few of the guys kind of rubbed each other out and got a bit of clear air, and then young Rehan come flying past as he does. So I just let him go, and I just sort of hung on. I had pretty good tyres towards the end, and Russell was putting the pressure on, but just hung on. So happy with that.
Oh, look, and Russell definitely had the blowtorch on, mate. He was coming. He looked like he was coming for you hard. So good to.
Yeah, well, I knew he pitted a lap early, and I was actually really surprised at the undercut how much ground he made. So I figured our tyre wear's pretty strong around here. Like, geez, after 2 or 3 laps, that you just feel the fronts just want to understeer, and so I figured if I could just hold on, hold a bit of a gap and try and look after the tyres, that he's being that 1 lap older, I should be right towards the end.
Yeah. And I think that definitely made a difference because we saw him attack a couple of times there. As we just see you just picking up on the replay there in the background, actually, as Rian sort of stuck past you there. It didn't look like it really gave it to him either. You just
no, I had damage. I had heaps of front end damage from clipping the walls a few turns earlier. So my car felt shit at that stage. And I thought just do one more lap and hopefully the gaps open up after everyone pitted, and came out in clean air. And I was never even trying to hold him off, or I just figured if I was trying to hold him off, I was only slowing myself down. So
true.
my goal was to try and hold on to that second spot.
True that. And then obviously, obviously with the damaged car, you're sort of in a little bit of survival mode, aren't you, to a certain extent?
Yeah, it felt terrible. I was happy to get that fast repair and then new tyres, and it actually I felt good that last stint. So good track, good new track. It's always fun, doing something new, and it's enjoyable. It's pretty tough one to race on in the pack, I would imagine. It's pretty sort of stop-start and loose through a lot of them corners, so quite easy to get yourself in strife. But good bunch of guys to race with. Everyone's usually pretty clean and respectful, so it's
look, not a lot of room to move out there, to be honest. No. And like you said, new circuit to the boys, and but look, the boys at the mid pack don't mind getting the elbows out. So there's plenty going on through the mid pack, as respectful as these guys are trying to be on a track so narrow, and still really passionate about, trying to keep your position. It's inevitable. You're going to get a little bit of drama, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, I can hear a bit going on behind me, but once everyone straps in and the lights go green, everyone's got the tunnel vision, don't they? So no one likes getting overtaken. Nah. But it's just a bit of a survival for those first few laps, and then just try and pin down and tick over the laps clean. Yeah. Keep away from it all.
Yeah, for sure. And like you mentioned, just even that lap, that pit stop differential between you and Pepperell, I think that definitely made a difference in those final couple of laps. You just had that 1 lap of less tyre wear on your car. We could sort of see it in the body language of Pepperell. He was sort of attacking, but when it came down to the crunch, he sort of didn't have anything for you. You were able to, hold your own.
I just made sure I came out of the corners onto them 2 long, the 2 long straights, as clean as I could, and through all the jinks and the S's and whatever, it's pretty hard to overtake. So yeah, as long as I got out of the corners clean, it was pretty safe.
Happy days, happy days. Awesome. Thank you for joining a maybe an awkward conversation with Davo here. Like I said, my wingman J-Man usually does the post-race interviews. So, but I think
So what did you do the whole race solo?
no. He literally. I just got a text from him. He's like, I think he's had a power outage. Literally right at the end of the race. So
Okay, it would have been a bit interesting doing the race solo, but no, you've done well, man. Good to chat. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Troy, and we hope to see you again next week. We'd love getting you guys up in the comments box for a quick chat. So awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us.
Excellent, mate. Good on you. Appreciate what you do.
Awesome.
Talk to you soon.
Cheers, mate.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Troy Stone Street, ladies and gentlemen, with a stellar effort. Look, the reverse grid 15, top 15 from the heat race is just amazing. We've seen it week in and week out, just delivering some really good racing and just giving some of the boys, maybe in the mid-pack there, that don't the guys in the mid-pack that don't normally get like a little bit of time up the pointy end of the field, a little bit of a run, and you know, the likes of Troy Stone Street there, taking full advantage of that and making a good go of it. Oh, look, I'm a little bit lost, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit lost, but we will carry on. And I did promise you I was going to flash up a little bit of graphical information here for you guys. This is the Quizzes with Flair giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. You can read it all there very clearly. These guys are going to give away a Mazda R3 bundle to one of you lucky people. A couple of 6-month iRacing subscriptions, and what we got there? 2 iRacing $50 US dollar iRacing gift cards as well. These guys just flicking a bit of cash out, and some awesome prizes to look, viewers and drivers alike. Get your phone out now, okay? So the drivers can get in on this as well. Get your phone out, watch the replay back, whatever. Get your phone out, hit that QR code. That is the entry form to jump in and get involved with the Quizzes with Flair season giveaway for this season. It is this season. It is the 2026 Supercar NZ Allports V8 Supercar Summer Series giveaways from Quizzes with Flair. Get amongst it, ladies and gentlemen. We will thank, obviously, all of our great sponsors. Obviously, Allports for putting this on, Supercars NZ for delivering. Look, what a community. What some amazing racing we've seen once again, and we see it week in, week out. But once again here for round 10 at Miami. This will be broadcast at Sky Channel 83, Face TV. G'day guys, Sky 83, sometime over the weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, if it's a regular thing. Awesome stuff. Thank you as well, GAMAFLARE, supporting everything MatchFit, everything Supercars NZ, here with not only the V8 Supercar Series, but their GT3 Series as well. And like I said, everything MatchFit. If MatchFit's there, if you are watching MatchFit, then GAMAFLARE right behind us. Now, don't forget, hit the like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. That's a prerequisite if you're tuning in. Always hit the like and subscribe. Help out MatchFit and Supercars NZ in the process. Oh, where are we up to? we're just about ready to wrap this up, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, we are going to be at Gilles Villeneuve, not Jacques Villeneuve, Gilles Villeneuve next week in Canada for the 11th round. One more round after that. Hungaroring, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome stuff. There's plenty going on. The points are getting close, particularly that 4th, 5th, 6th, and a couple of the other positions down in the teens there. Very close. So these guys have got plenty to play for as we wind up the season. Oh, I'm a bit lost. I don't know what to do with myself. Where's my wingman? Anyway, he'll be back for next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining in. Quickly scan that QR code. Quickly, before I run away, we've got a couple more minutes. I'm just going to let that sink in. Ladies and gentlemen, because that is definitely worth getting amongst. Look, if you too think you can run with this sort of talent on the track, you too should get over to Supercars NZ and sign up for their next series. $4,000 worth of prize money going out for the next series. Plus, I'm sure Chrissy's will be giving away stuff as well. So, look, definitely worth getting involved with these guys. But yeah, very talented field of drivers and awesome stuff. I think that's about a wrap. I think I've talked enough. I don't have my wingman. I've got to go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Get your phone out. Quickly scan that before I leave. Bye for now. See you all next week.